Good morning and welcome to the third Satsang for this new year. And let's just do a quick check-in. Vanessa.
Hello, everybody. Yes, sorry about the no video. I think that's how you guys are going to get me from now on. I'm very glad to be here, though. I missed last week. Yes, I think being so high up in this, we're on the 10th floor. I think my sinuses don't like it. It's my theory. But yes, I'm glad to be back again. Glad to see you guys. A little bit jealous of the heat, but I must say 42 degrees, I wouldn't want that either. We had 16 degrees yesterday and we were actually saying, oh, it's heating up now. It's nearly summer. So, yeah, we feel quite good about the weather at the moment. Yeah, I'm happy to be back. Hi, Barbara. I haven't said hello to you yet.
Yes, hi. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi. So, yes, I am listening. If you can't see me, I will be listening.
Good. Thank you. Welcome and thanks for joining. Barbara.
Yeah, I'm also joining without video because it just seems to make my internet a bit more stable.
Yeah.
But I can see you too, and that's the main thing. I had a good week. Yeah, I actually had a very good week for some reason. I feel very peaceful this week. And yeah, I don't feel that anything is not as it should be, if you know what I mean. Everything feels in my life at the moment as though it is as it should be. And a productive week as well. Mac and I got a few things sorted this week that have been dragging on. So we've moved them through to the next stage, luckily. So
That's wonderful.
Good week for us. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, welcome, and I'm very glad that you had a good week and that things are moving forward. It just does something to one's spirit. If at least you can see some movement and something.
Some progress. Progress is what. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Yes, and from me, it's been quite a week. Did some healings on self, which shifted the energies, and I must say I feel a lot better now. And yeah, I just feel also there's a shift, but it feels I'm still in the in-between phase, in between where I'm now and moving, for instance. So there's just this impasse. But I'm more relaxed, more peaceful in this impasse. Last week I was triggered lots with having to move again. Massive trigger. A tsunami with a cyclone with a whatever together trigger. It was I've never had that before, but at least I'm calm again. I'm okay about that. So yeah,
I have never. It's been a week. I don't remember much of it. Everything fell out the brain yesterday and the day before. The only thing I've been doing at long last, after many years, I have been nagged by this one and several others to put together a book of all my bits and pieces. And I don't keep a lot of my stuff, and when I've given a message, it's gone. But Fiona has kept it all, and she printed, believe it or not, 375 pages of stuff that I had sent her.
Just our WhatsApp conversations of the past 5 years.
Wow.
and so I've started taking out, going through all these hundreds of pages, taking out things that are messages to humanity as such. And at long last, I've started this, and boy, I hope the momentum keeps going, because it's a daunting thing to get it all together, but let's see. I've started.
So that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. So
Well done.
you just
Well
keep
done.
on going. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So today I asked your guides oracle deck for messages for the group, and somehow each time I draw from this card, the first card that I draw is Unconditional Love, Mother, Divine Mother, and it's just a reminder of whatever we're going through. First and foremost, it's to know that we are loved by our divine creator, by the divine, by source. We are so loved, we are so cared for, we are so nurtured. And it's only when I want to say, don't look away, that we feel disconnected because of our circumstances, where we get swamped up in the 3D world or the demands of that. But it's to always be reminded and always feel that. So it's like one of the clients that I had, she mentioned that somebody said something bad to her, and she took it very personally. And I asked her, so, but who's got the highest authority? No, she doesn't know. So I said, does God not have the highest authority? Yes, God does. So what does God think of you? How does God feel about you? No, he loves me, and he thinks I'm good. So why would you give this human opinion a higher opinion than God? So sometimes we need to override the little things and the little things people say, or the little things, the little egos of little people say. And remember that we are divinely loved, that we are this unconditional love. And one of the processes that I also had to do was having experience after experience about unacquitted love. I would feel a love unconditionally from my side, but I would not necessarily feel it reciprocated. And what one does then is, so is it really so hard to love me? Is it really so difficult? Is it why should people pretend to? Because I love me. And then again, like I was drawn back to, but I just need to shift that energies, because each one comes to clear karma, clear cycles, clear that, and then I just got to, but I am love, and I am loved, and I'm clearing the cycle. So as we go through things, so sometimes we see them as bad, but it's not bad, because our strength comes through, our authenticity comes through, and it is for us to be this new version and not go to the old patterns or the old ways or the old things. So I'm going to read you this message so that you can take it in for where you need to hear this today. And it's all about acceptance, fulfillment, nurturing, and affection. You are a precious child of the universe. The Divine Mother is present, urging you to open your heart and drink from her cup of unconditional love. You're her beloved and treasured child. Feel her endless flow of divine love streaming towards you. Any self-rejection or self-criticism you may be feeling at this time are wounds inflicted upon you by unconscious will, and are not part of your divine soul. The Divine Mother is working with your soul to relieve you of these psychic injuries and doubts. Let her restore you to wholeness. The Divine Mother's counsel is accept what is holy and true about you. You are a lovable and much loved child of the universe. The Divine Mother's love is available to you in all ways. Accept, breathe, relax, and allow her nurturing vibrations to soothe your soul. Ask her to still your doubts and insecurities. The Divine Mother's message to you is, you are forever my beloved and beautiful child.
May I add something? This week on one of the Crown, I nearly said movies, you know what I'm trying to say, channels, there was something that really struck home to me. Our heritage is from the divine. Our lineage is from the stars. So if our heritage is from the divine, imagine what that is. It is enormous, and we just have to plug into it and take what is rightfully ours. It's not the crumbs, it is the all, and we have to plug in. It really struck home to me about our heritage is from the divine. So let's inherit the best.
Yes. Then the next card talks about suffering. Suffering and divine teachers. And currently there's a lot of suffering going on. As I said in previous ones, this month is, they said, heart chakra month. So it's to heal the heart, balance of the heart and issues around the heart. But there's a lot in our news. We can see how many people are suffering, especially those ones that are left behind, of ones passing on. And the supporting messages is about accidents, sickness, trauma, and betrayals. And it feels like all these things are coming up for people. As we've been stopped and halted and whatever, all the stuff, especially base chakra issues around safety and security and fear and anger and all this, everything is coming up, like bubbling up to the surface for us now to clear and to heal. So it's an important part of being human, and something that can't be avoided. We all want to avoid it. Is the pain that occurs from simply being vulnerable to the physical world. Your divine teachers warn that you're facing such a time. Sickness may be at hand, and accidents, traumas, sudden loss, and injury are all potentially around you. Whether confronted with something severe or just the ongoing struggle of getting through the day, your physical body may be challenged, and pain and suffering may follow. This isn't meant to scare you, but rather to warn you that you're not grounded as you should be. In fact, you are attracting injury or drama to gain some personal space. Your divine teachers advise you to be open to the fact that any pain or upset you attract isn't without hidden gifts and opportunities. Your broken leg or aching back, for example, may provide a much needed rest you wouldn't otherwise take. Your runny nose or cough may give you the privacy that you need to regenerate your spirit. it's important that you know that any pain or drama you attract isn't greater than your ability to handle it. The greatest upset you face might actually be trying hard to avoid the pain, which in the end may cause even more. Don't we know that? In other words, the fear that you won't be able to abide any discomfort is far more disabling than anything you might actually incur. In accepting the upset of the moment with grace, you will gain wisdom, compassion, and strength. The divine teacher's message is embrace and be patient with your pain. It will bring insight and understanding, and in time, peace. You will heal. And it's Beryl was saying this morning that she doesn't feel well, but she knew this will help her, and she will feel better by coming. So that's why she came.
And I laughed at that because all aches and pains are looking for attention.
Exactly. And that's what. So with my processing this week, I again just reiterated and asked Spirit, the divine. So what was the gifts in this that I've gone through? And the next night I had a dream where I was showered with so many gifts. Gifts upon gifts upon gifts upon gifts upon gifts upon gifts in new clothing and jewelry and just everything. And I thought, oh wow, okay, so there has been gifts. And sometimes the change in our aura color, sometimes we graduate, sometimes we do things. But it's not things that we can see in a material world. We think in the material world we succeed when we have greater stature or a house or a car or this or something that you can show, oh, you've been successful, you successfully succeeded in something. The spiritual success, there's nothing like that. And I was talking to Erica, I said, sometimes we think the prize is getting something and sometimes the prize is not getting that something. But we don't always see the gift in it. And it's we just mistakenly thinking that, oh, if you walk away with the prize, then it's that. So it's to see the gift. So because in everything there's a gift. Whatever happens, it's like yesterday was the migraine. I knew I must just take a migraine pack and I would just sleep. And I'm very grateful that I slept through the heat and the pain and whatever. And I woke up feeling a lot better. But sometimes we just need that time out. It's like, because we need to reboot so that we can be stronger and then see and help more people.
It reminds me a bit of that, one of the meditations we did when we were at varsity about going up and all these gifts, our coming of age. And there were all these gifts and we can open them as we need them. And it's a never-ending pile that we can keep opening. So it's a thought.
Yeah. I love that. Yes, it resonates. You know, you think you should get a certificate or something, but yes, it's all up there. Yes, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think something Crown said in one of the things I listened to last night was we must remember it's never up there. It is right here. We don't have to, even when we die, we don't go somewhere. We just are. And our gifts and everything are just here. They're not somewhere else. I think that's something we've got to try and remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the third card that I drew is Discontent and Muses. So it talks about dissatisfaction, seeking or searching, and confusion. Sooner or later, in our evolutionary process, each of us begins to realize that it's not the having that fulfills our soul, but rather the act of creating that brings satisfaction. Contentment in what we've created, no matter how grand, inevitably subsides, and our creative juices are once again long to flow. That's why the one's ideal partner ceases to mesmerize. The perfect job eventually becomes mundane, and the great adventure becomes tedious. Although there's a lot to be said about enjoying what we have now, we must nevertheless respect the fact that our basic nature as creative beings is to create. Without the process, we can't be fully content, and at least not for long. Your muses are present, and they call you to embrace your creative discontent and undertake new projects. The message to you is, see your frustrations as a longing to learn more, expand more, dare more, and create more. So for those who have been experiencing discontentment, everything happens for a reason, and everything is divinely guided and orchestrated. And it's to see, so where can I be creative, or what can I create? Where do I want to place my energy? What do I want to participate in? Every emotion has a reason. It's the one that actually drives us to the next, whatever the next is. So those are the card messages for today. So the satsangs I've changed to question and answers, or just discussion sessions for now, until I'm inspired to share something that I come across. So I want you just to share your thoughts, experiences, any questions, or anything that you might have read or listened to this week before we go into the meditation.
All right. As usual, I'm first in the queue to talk. I listened to last week's satsang yesterday. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And it was quite strange how you were talking about the master's Q&A session that you listened to, and 75% of what he says goes back to meditation. I also, for the first time, I actually sat and listened to his Q&A sessions. I think it was last week, Tuesday. And I was blown away by the meditation. And then Anita also said something about she's falling asleep in meditation and she should go inside herself. And that's exactly what I've been feeling. Every time I listen to Cryon, I fall asleep. Every time in our meditations, I don't know what it is. I cannot meditate without falling asleep. And now I've realized I need to go inside myself with meditations, and maybe not have so many guided meditations, because you get too used to it. So meditation is quite a big thing for me this week, quite a big theme that I want to work on.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can. It just takes practice. And it's sometimes by saying a mantra, you just keep yourself present and you keep yourself there. Else
Yes.
your mind tends to think of all kinds of things. It's to sort of give mind an idea, or even if it's just I'm one with the divine infinite source, because then you're voting to feel this connection of being one with source. So when you have something like that to say, it just helps you for the mind. What do you want to focus on? I want to focus on this connection. I want to be there. I want to feel this connection. I want to feel this unconditional love from whatever it is. But just setting the intent, and or whatever you want an answer for. And I've been asking lots of questions, and for me, it came out in my dreams. But So Spirit keeps on talking to us. We just need to go inside and be okay in the stillness. Be totally okay in the absence of other things.
Yeah.
Because we are used to, our attention is being drawn to other things. And yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm being, listening to talks and guided meditations, I'm being soothed into sleep, and it's lovely. I mean, I sleep better. I've never slept better in my life, but I've also I've listened to quite a few Ram Dass recordings, and the one that stuck out was about the mantras. And I have, I've got quite a nice mantra that I've always used, and I think I should go back to that and just go back to the basics again. Yes, I'm looking forward to that for this
And
week.
then share the mantra on the portal group, that there might be others that can also benefit from it.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Barbara.
Yeah, I was just going to say something along the same lines as Vanessa. And it's been something that's occurred to me for a while now. I don't really go to sleep during meditation, but I do drift off into my own little world. And I find that when we have silence, because there's usually a period of silence during the meditation, that's when I get back into the meditation. So I completely agree that sometimes silence is all you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that sometimes the meditations are so long, I want to go. As you said, when you get to the silence and you're just going, it's far nicer than long-winded things about how to do this and that and the next thing. Just let's get there. That's I get impatient, and yes, I agree that. But then sometimes meditation doesn't have to be us sitting in meditation.
Yeah.
Answers come at the weirdest times when you are just prepared to listen and you don't let the clutter of the world go, the noise overpowering the silence, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. I mean, it might even be an idea to try it one week where we just do a silent meditation and then we discuss what comes up for each of us during that meditation.
So we'll do it today.
Well, if everybody's happy.
I'm very happy with that. That sounds amazing.
You see, I don't like to be rigid or too set in where I continuously think of how to better, how different can we make it. And we have to be open to change, and we have to be open to change now. I'm always open and ready to do things differently, because that's where we grow. So and that's why I want to say, that's why I've been feeling I need to change the satsangs. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be whatever. It's to see what's pertinent. What do we need to discuss? Or what comes out? Because it's in real time. It's now, and when we're in the now, we do what is called for. But it needs to be fluid. It needs to sort of just happen organically, naturally. So yes. Shall we start? Or is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
There's nothing like it's so nice that we can all put out our ideas, and it's all ideas with not pointing any fingers. It's just, and it can grow from there. Let's see what happens.
I'm willing to be surprised.
Yeah, let's see.
And welcome to today's silent meditation for you to go on your own journey through the collective energies that the group holds today. I want you just to sit comfortably, closing your eyes, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Focusing on slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Wherever you hold any tension or stress, or any disharmonious feelings, just let them go, set them free, let them be. Focus on you. Focus your attention on your connection with Source. And your symbiotic relationship with Mother Earth. Become aware of your connection as above, so below. And during this silent meditation, just allow yourself to receive all that you are to receive in this now moment. Just be with us collectively. Bring your energies back into this now, back into the timeline, back into your body. And visualize the most beautiful silver, golden bubble of light coming in all around you. And grounding that bubble of light within the crystal core by the earth. Feel the love and support of your vibration here on earth, your expression on earth, going back up your grounding cord and into your silver golden bubble of light. Breathing in peace within your heart, peace within your mind, peace within your soul. And then gently rotate your hands, rotate your feet, stretch and make sure that you're properly back into your body. And when you are, you may open your eyes. If it hasn't been open for a while.
Really done that. Come back.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Good. So, as the first of the silent meditations, anything anybody wants to share?
Can I start?
Yes.
Loads and loads of things came up for me. I started the meditation thinking about the cards that we drew, and specifically about the one, well, about the two of them, one about the potential for things to not go well, that there's sort of illness possibly and all of this stuff sort of in the field at the moment. And then I started to think about what's actually been worrying me for a long time. I never really believed in evil. I always thought it was more a question of unconscious behavior caused by ego, etc. And I thought that all the satanic stuff was not really real, to be honest. But lately, I have had the feeling with things that are going on in the world at the moment that there actually is evil. There is actually something way beyond incorrect thinking or unconscious behavior. And when I realized that, I actually felt quite fearful and helpless and lost, until I realized that all we have to do is ask for protection, and we're fine. And so I spent part of the meditation asking for protection for everybody on this planet from the evil that's going on at the moment. The other thing was the card about discontent. And I thought about that, and I realized that discontent is part of a process of creativity, because without discontent you don't have boredom, and without boredom you don't create. So the one has to lead to the next in order to bring on the creative process. So yes. And then I thought about all the things sometimes I think in my life, I would like to change this, I would like to change that. And then my life will be better. But then you think about making those changes and you realize that actually it's not what you want. What you want is what you've actually got. And then, well, in my case, I am completely happy with things the way they are. I don't really want to change anything. So these are the realizations that I had during the meditation. It was lovely. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that with us. Thank you.
Yeah, can I talk?
Yes.
I had what was beautiful. I felt the energy. I've actually pictured the three of you there in KwaZulu-Natal and your energy, and you had an earth energy that I was drawing from. Yes, this grounded energy. And I was sending you energy, an air energy, a breezy energy, light, because that's what you need at the moment, and I need the grounded energy. I just feel in here, I feel light, I feel free, but I need some of the grounded mother energy, Mother Earth energy. So it was just beautiful. And then when I opened my eyes, I don't know if it's the wind or if there's a breeze with you guys or if it's the fan, but Fiona, I saw your hair just kind of blowing, and that's what I was actually picturing, is the breeze I was sending you guys. It was blowing your hair. And when I opened my eyes and I saw that, it was like, wow, that's quite an energy I've seen there. So yeah, it was just a nice. I also thought about the unconditional love and how you send it across the world, and it's a cycle. And I take what I need, I give what I have, and it's unconditional because there's so much more of it. There's always so much more of it. So yes, that was me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all that. And thank you for the breeze.
It's my pleasure.
The wind beneath our wings all fly. We'll use it to fly.
In the past, in meditation, at first I used to sort of go up to the 12th floor if it was a lift. And then I changed it from there. I would go to infinity. And there I would meet the masters and whoever was going to teach me for that day. And then one day I decided that I would, at infinity or wherever infinity was, I could take the lift down to the ground floor and see who was there as I opened the lift door. And I found all the masters that were in an infinity were actually on the ground floor. And wherever I was, the masters were with me. So today I decided that I wouldn't take the lift anywhere. I would stay on the ground floor and see who was there. And all the masters were there, and that song, You'll Never Walk Alone, was playing. And I realized that, like Melchizedek had said to me for a long, long time, I will teach you all things. Now I found myself in the library where there were all these books, and I was now writing my book. And I've got to take that far.
I know you've got to take that far. Thank you, Spirit. I know you've got to take that far.
While I am putting it together, Melchizedek is there showing me what to put into it. But the people who, like yourself, and the various people who come have been the spokespeople for Spirit telling me what to do. And it's time I listen. So, and I was told again now, I have been given the pearl of great price. I just have to use it. So that's it. And then I saw myself going to the shops, and there they all were. So I now know that I have to go nowhere. They're all there. Thank you. That was, so I went to the shops, I bought what I had to, but they were all there. If I get in my car, they are all there. So I'll never walk alone. And thank you for being a spokesperson, and thank you to all the others that have been spokespeople, and with encouragement and everything else. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. So for me, it was also a lovely, like I felt I received a recalibration and more alignment. Felt lots of activity within the third eye. Saw lots and lots of things. With astral traveling, was going, keep on saying my intent to go back to course. And just seeing lots of rays. I saw the whole creation and how everything from the mosquito to the fly was created by God. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a place. How everything is divinely perfect in this creation. I send unconditional love to each part and soul here on earth. I was also contemplating on the card and the card messages, and the one about discontentment. It was like, okay, so where do I still want to play, participate, whatever it is, here on earth. And most of my things and most of my lifetimes have been of service, some kind of service. And to think of how else can I be of service? So I'm allowing, because I've been shown lots, but I'm allowing more to unfold. And yeah, just so I felt the rays, I absorbed the rays and then shared the rays. Just channeling lots of rays, lots of whatever it is that anyone needs, was just allowing it to flow through me. And then lots of stuff was clear. I could see a lot of clearing taking place, as if dust particles, for things to become lighter and brighter and more clear. And then I was seeing eyes, but just the sort of the outline of the eyes, and through the eyes came light, lots of light through eyes. So lots of, and then it came to me.
The window of the soul.
Thank you. I had it there, but now the words escaped me. The eyes of the window of the soul. And so each eye that I saw, I just saw the light, because with the masters, as they say, when the eye be single, the whole body is filled with light. And we are these light beings. And all I could see was these radiant souls, light just shining through the eyes. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see. And I just sort of became one with the light. And then I just sat there and I constantly thought I could have to go back. No, not yet. No, not yet. No, not yet. Okay, because I could hear Beryl becoming fidgety next to me, and I thought, okay, Alma, come back.
Sorry.
If you really want me to come back, Alma, now come back.
I'm always in a hurry.
But I was doing lots of there. I was busy. So yeah, it was awesome. It was very nice. I like this. So thank you for your suggestion, and I'm always open for new. And it's in the beginning, when I had circles, you work with various bands of consciousness and people that's on different levels. So in the beginning, just to get people to relax, to be able to meditate, you take a little bit longer in the relaxation and getting to the body and all. But then I realized I can now work a little bit faster. And then I can just already go and just start off. And it's nice now to take it to the next level. So who knows what we all can do in this and with our collective energy. So watch this space.
Thanks, Fiona.
Thank
It's
you.
a lovely satsang.
Thank you, Fiona. Yes, and it's good to see all of you again. It was really good. Thank you. Have a blessed week.
A blessed week for you too.
And
Thank you.
For
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank
Okay.
Bye.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lots of love.
Lots of love.